Welcome to my channel. This morning we are going to discuss on why you should not bring your wife abroad if you are this kind of man. What are these reasons you should have at the back of your mind before bringing your wife abroad? Before we go into that, as I welcome you to this channel, if today is your first time of seeing us, thank you so much, you are welcome. Please click the subscribe button, like and share this video so you can pass the message to other people out there. You can pass the message to your friends and family. Let them have the knowledge of the do's and don'ts. What can be their problem if they bring their wife abroad when they live this kind of life? Okay, let's go. If you have been watching us, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate that. I don't take that for granted. Then let's see what we're about to discuss today. So today we are about to discuss why marriages crash abroad, especially European countries. I'm saying European countries because other African countries majorly have related or similar behavior that is totally mindset, that is totally different from the European country mindset, behavior, activities. Everything that has to do with European countries differs in one way or the other with the African way of doing things. That is one of the major reasons marriages crash abroad. What are these reasons? If you are thinking of bringing your wife abroad and you know that when you are in your country, that your wife doesn't have say in anything you do at home, as in what your wife says doesn't matter. Your wife doesn't have any say in that family, because funny enough, a lot of marriages are like that. A lot of marriages out there, it's only what the man says that matters in that home. Whatever anybody is saying, as in some people doesn't listen to advice or anything from, in fact, instead of them listening to their wife, they will prefer to listen to outsiders. If you're this kind of man, you don't expect that person that has been enduring all those things you are doing, because that is the mentality they have back there, to continue to endure the same thing. Even most of those people that endure that is because they think that they don't have option. Because personally, that is not respect. That your wife doesn't have say in your home doesn't mean that your wife is respecting you. No, that is not respect. So if you have subdued your wife to the extent that she must accept whatever you say, whether it's good or bad, she must accept it. Please, my brother, don't think of bringing her abroad, because nobody wishes to remain a slave. She will. Another thing that you should consider before bringing your wife abroad: if you are a type that doesn't like your wife having a job, having a source of income, please don't think of bringing your wife abroad, because she will defy that mentality immediately she steps abroad. Finance is every human being's backbone. And that person that has been a housewife, that has not been doing anything for years of that marriage down there, cannot sit at home abroad. When one of his friends, one of his family members start drilling her, start telling her, "Auntie, hey, help me, your brother. Brother, help me, your brother. This one, the other one." And she's not doing anything, she's not going to endure it. And funny enough, the way abroad is, the money you will be making as a husband won't even be enough to pay all the bills, not to talk about of carrying your wife's need, carrying all your wife's family wahala. So your wife must have a job as she's stepping abroad. So how do you tell me, if you're a man that doesn't like your wife doing anything down there in your country, if you're a type that like your wife to just sit down at home and take care of children. How do you expect that your wife to do that abroad? It's not possible. So if you are this kind of man, think twice before you bring that your wife abroad. Another thing you should consider before bringing your wife abroad is that when you are bringing your wife abroad, make sure it's a wife that you have good relationship with. If you have been having issue with your wife down there in Nigeria or in any other African country, you will be very, very surprised that a lot of things you do and you're as in that everything goes. A lot of things you do and say sorry about it and it goes doesn't really go like that here. Even when your wife doesn't talk, neighbors will talk. Even when your wife doesn't talk, friends will talk. And it's not going to end well. But if it's back there in our place, people don't as in your friends, your family will even tell you to endure it. But here, even neighbors that don't even know what is going on in your family, seeing your husband doing one thing or the other to you, they will pick phone and call 911 for your husband. So sometimes marriages crashing abroad is not even necessarily that the wife wants to report. Anybody can report to you here. So don't think that I'm saying this because the wife will always go and report this one. In several occasions, it's not even the wife that reports. It can even be just a friend that the wife is not as just telling see, I'm having a little issue with my husband, this one, the other one. Before you know it, you're already in trouble. So please, if you are not in good term, if you are not a husband that understands the relationship you have with your wife, they understand the level of understanding of your wife, please think twice before you bring that your wife abroad. Because a lot of things here, they will make it to look as if they are caring for you. I'm not saying that what they are doing is bad. But to a reasonable extent, if you bring somebody that is so naive, the person will think, I'm just telling her, it's just a small problem I have with my husband. They will magnify that thing you said. You too will be asking yourself, is it this small thing? You are seeing it as a small thing, but them seeing it, they're not seeing it as a small thing. So please, if you must bring your wife abroad, think about this thing. If you must move abroad with your family, you must tell yourself that you are going to be involved in taking care of the family. A lot of married men down in our country don't raise a finger in their home. But all thanks to 21st century guys. Because many of them that didn't follow the footsteps of their father, that is learning that compatibility in marriage. How do you expect a wife to be happy when she is exhausted in doing a lot of house chores? And you crossed your leg. After all, I'm a man. Nobody, that the wife is not saying anything, that she's not complaining, doesn't mean that she's okay with it. So please, if you're a man that doesn't raise a finger at home, that doesn't think that a man should raise a finger at home in the name of helping out in house chores, please don't bring your wife abroad. You don't expect that woman to wake up in the morning, to cook, take care of children, clean the house, wash the clothes, do this one and the other one, and still go to work, and still come back to continue. And you just go to work, come back and cross your leg. Abroad is not like that. Abroad, everybody is involved in raising a home. Not in Nigeria that many of you will just go out there, you go to work, come back, you are exhausted, you don't do anything at home again. Ordinary to wash your own clothes, you cannot because you are a husband. I'm not saying that your wife shouldn't help you to wash your clothes when you go to work. But that does not, many of you out there, even the day you are off, you can't help your wife to do anything because you're a husband. Please, if you are this kind of man, think twice before you bring your wife abroad, before you bring your family abroad. Because abroad will exhaust you, exhaust everybody's patience. You'll be asking yourself, is this actually the wife I married with? Is this the same woman I have been living with? Is still the same woman, my brother? But this place, because we don't have help, because nobody cares about what you are going through. If you don't have that your wife in those house chores, she will be exhausted and she will not take those patients again. So please, think twice about this before you bring your wife abroad. Another thing you should consider before bringing your family abroad, you see, when it comes to children, you see anything that has to do with raising children, if you don't know how to do it, my brother, you must go and learn it. A lot of our new parents abroad, a lot of guys abroad know how to put pampers on babies. It's not that they learned how to do it. It's not that they did nanny somewhere. No. But because if you have a baby abroad, or yours is your case, it's only you and your wife. Not like in our country, your mother-in-law will be there, your mother will be there, your sister-in-law will be there, your brother's wife, sister's wife, and all those things. People, you are crowded with people that is willing to help out. But here, anything you don't do is left for you like that. So if you are a type that cannot cook, you cannot take care of children, you cannot do any house chores, I wonder how you are going to live with your family abroad and still maintain that family love. So you have to adjust in all these areas. Another thing that you should think about, you see unresolved issues. Learn how to resolve issues between you and your wife before you bring her abroad. A lot of those things you think it doesn't matter. It matters a lot, my brother. It matters a whole lot. If you really want to keep your marriage abroad, it matters a whole lot. I know I have said a lot about how to respect your husband, how to do this to your husband, how to do that. Everybody needs that respect. Everybody needs that love. Everybody needs that value, as in to be valued, your presence to be valued. Another thing you should have at the back of your mind before bringing your wife abroad is that you two must work as a team. Couple abroad that doesn't work at home as a team, many of them are already living as partners, no longer husband and wife. Partner is very common and rampant here. You will see somebody who say, is this your husband? No, he's not my husband, but he's my partner. Why are they calling them partner? They have child together, or they are just living together in the same house, but they are not husband and wife. So you now ask yourself, is it partner you want, or is it husband and wife you want? They are two different things. As a partner, you have rights to, as in, you do whatever you like. You are not, the person is not entitled to your personal life. But as husband and wife, you two have a duty of building that home. You must work as a team. You must make decisions unanimously. You must do everything at home unanimously to work as husband and wife in this country. So please, please and please, do not bring your wife here and start telling the whole world, A woman I just brought last year, she has put me in trouble. A woman I do this, a woman I do that, she has put me in trouble. She's not the one that put you in trouble. It's you refusing to adjust and expecting her to continue to endure what you cannot endure. When you move to a new area that doesn't accept your way of life, please, if you must succeed there, learn to adjust. You're an adult, of course. You know what is right and what is wrong. You don't expect that your wife to go to work and come back and enter the kitchen and cook for you that is at home. But in Nigeria, we do that. And you are still expecting that person to be happy with you and be doing lovey-lovey with you in the bed at night when she's totally exhausted. That is the difference. So please, if you must have a peaceful home, you must build abroad. Learn to adjust. Learn to drop that our African mentality of a man's this, a man's that. Nobody is depriving you of your respect as a man. The funny part of it is that when a wife feel your impact at home, the love is natural, the respect is natural. You don't even force it. When somebody is happy, the person will always look for something that will make you too happy. But when you subdue the person with the mindset of African this, African that, you don't expect that person to give out the love, the happiness she doesn't have. Give her that happiness and you will enjoy her presence in that home. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. Let's spread this news for our people to adjust their mindset when it comes to marriage, responsibility, and living together as husband and wife. Wife is companion. Wife is your helpmate, not a maid. Please treat her as one. Let that love. When your wife is happy, everybody at home is happy. That's one thing you don't know. So please, let's spread that happiness. Let's spread that love. That is what we stand for. Thank you so much for watching. See you.